In this video, we're covering some of the most misunderstood aspects of the game, understanding the difference between pitched and thrown balls that go out of play or get illegally touched. Then we'll cover how bases are awarded and the difference between these rules at the NFHS and professional levels. After that, we'll review case plays that may come up in your games this year. If you want to see how well you can do on the case plays before the review at the end of the video, you can find a link in the description. Hi everyone, Patrick Faerber from GHSA Baseball, Umpire Development, and Umpire Classroom, where we help umpires develop their knowledge and skills. If you're new here, be sure to subscribe to our channel, and if you're looking for a packaged course for new umpires, either for yourself or for your association, you can learn more by visiting our website, umpireclassroom.com. To start, let's break down the rules on base awards. Rule 8-3-3D. Each runner is awarded one base if a pitch or any throw by the pitcher from the pitching position on the pitcher's plate goes into a stand or bench or over or through or lodges in a fence or backstop or touches a spectator or lodges in an umpire's or catcher's equipment. So the common phrase you'll hear around this play is that if the pitcher is not engaged to the rubber, he is a fielder, not a pitcher. And this may seem like an easy distinction, but where it gets tricky is on pickoff moves that get past the first baseman and go out of play. If the pitcher stays engaged to the rubber, it's a one base award. But if the pitcher first disengages the rubber and then makes the errant throw, it's a throw by a fielder out of play and has a two base award. Also, you need to be aware that the ball becoming lodged in the backstop has been a point of emphasis in the last few years, and it has the same effect as if the ball became lodged in the umpire's or catcher's equipment. It is always a dead ball as soon as it gets stuck, and if pitched, we'll have a one base award. While we're on that subject, the rule defining a lodged ball is 2-4-4, and it carries a very important exception. If a ball becomes stuck in the webbing of the fielder's glove, it remains in play. The glove-ball combination is treated as a live ball. Now, let's move on to detached equipment, where we find a big difference between the NFHS and professional rules. Rule 8-3-3C. Each runner is awarded two bases if a live thrown ball, including a pitch, is touched by detached player equipment which is thrown, tossed, kicked, or held by a fielder. Where you are most likely to see something like this is a wild pitch that the catcher blocked. After the block, the catcher then removes the mask to find the ball and scoops the ball with his mask into the glove. This is a great example of detached equipment, but has a different penalty at two levels. In professional baseball, they see a difference between detached equipment touching a pitched ball or a thrown ball and reward one or two bases respectively. However, in NFHS baseball, detached equipment touching a pitched or a thrown ball will always carry a two base award. So we discussed detached equipment, but what if the ball gets into a defensive player's jersey on a batted or thrown ball? Well, for this, we go to the beginning of the rule 8-3-3. Each runner is awarded two bases if a fair batted or thrown ball becomes dead because it lodges in a defensive player's or umpire's equipment or uniform, except ball lodged in glove. Finally, let's talk about when a ball ends up in an offensive player's jersey. Rule 8-3-3F. Each runner is awarded one base beyond the last legally acquired base if, in the umpire's judgment, the runner was attempting to advance at the time the ball became lodged in an offensive player's uniform or equipment. So this is a unique ruling, and it's specifically designed to not punish the offensive team, but also to not encourage them to try to get a ball into their uniform. If we have this occur, all runners stay where they are unless they were attempting to advance or retreat, in which case they get the base they were headed to. So if we have a pickle between first and second, when a ball goes in the runner's uniform, if the runner is headed to second, they get second. And if they're retreating to first, they get first. So now that we've reviewed some of these very obscure dead ball and base awards, let's jump into this week's case plays. Case play number 1. F1 throws a pitch that strikes F2 on the shin guard and rolls away. The ball rolls into dead ball territory. Is this A, this is a one base award from the time of the pitch? B, this is a two base award from the time of the pitch? The correct answer here is A. This is a one base award from the time of the pitch. Because it was using the momentum of the pitch, it's considered a pitched ball that went out of play, and that carries a one base award. Case play number 2. F1 throws a pitch that strikes F2 on the shin guard and rolls away. The ball has stopped moving, and F2, attempting to pick it up, kicks it into dead ball territory. Is this A, this is a one base award from the time of the pitch? B, this is a one base award from the time of the kick? C, this is a two base award from the time of the pitch? D, this is a 2 base award from the time of the kick. The correct answer here is D. This is going to be a 2 base award because the momentum that took the ball out of play was not from the pitch. Instead, it was from the kick. We treat the kick just like we would a throw, and because this is not the first play by an infielder, it's going to be a 2 base award from the time of the kick. Case play number 3. F1 throws a pitch that strikes F2 on the shin guard and rolls away. F2, seeing the ball headed towards dead ball territory, intentionally kicks the ball into dead ball territory. The umpire judges the ball would have gone out of play had the kick not occurred. Is this A, this is a 1 base award from the time of the pitch? B, this is a 1 base award from the time of the kick? C, this is a 2 base award from the time of the pitch? D, this is a 2 base award from the time of the kick. A good way to think of this, if a ball is about to roll into the dugout and the catcher doesn't have enough time to lean down and pick it up before it goes in, but just wants to kick it to get off the field, we don't necessarily need to punish a catcher for that because it's just a pitch ball still that was going to go out of play. Treat it as such. It's a 1 base award from the time of the pitch. Case play number 4. F1 throws a pitch that strikes F2 on the shin guard and rolls away. F2, seeing the ball headed towards dead ball territory, intentionally kicks the ball into dead ball territory. The umpire judges the ball would not have gone out of play had the kick not occurred. Is this A, this is a 1 base award from the time of the pitch? B, this is a 1 base award from the time of the kick? C, this is a 2 base award from the time of the pitch? D, this is a 2 base award from the time of the kick. The correct answer here is D. The reason it's D this time is because the momentum that took the ball out of play is from the defensive player, from the catcher kicking it, which counts as a throw, versus being caused by the pitcher. So on this play, we have a 2 base award from the time of the kick. Case play number 5. F1 throws a pitch that strikes F2 on the shin guard and rolls back towards the pitcher. The catcher takes his mask off and uses it to scoop the pitched ball into his glove. Is this A, this is legal? B, this is a 1 base award from the time of the pitch? C, this is a 1 base award from the time the catcher touches the ball with his mask? D, this is a 2 base award from the time of the pitch? E, this is a 2 base award from the time the catcher touches the ball with his mask. The correct answer here is E. This is going to be a 2 base award from the time the catcher touches the ball with his mask. The reason being the NFHS does not distinguish between a pitched ball or a thrown ball, whether or not it's a 1 base or 2 base award. It's always a 2 base award, and detached equipment is always a 2 base award at the time that the contact occurs. So on this play, we have a 2 base award from the time the mask touches the ball. Case play number 6. R3, 3-2 count, and 2 outs. The third strike by B1 is missed by F2. The ball lodges between his body and protector. While F2 hunts for the ball, B1 continues to second, and R3 remains at third base. Is this A, B1 is out, R3 remains at third? B, B1 is out, R3 scores? C, B1 is awarded first, R3 remains at third? D, B1 is awarded first, R3 scores? E, B1 is awarded second, R3 remains at third? F, B1 is awarded second, R3 scores. The correct answer here is D. As soon as the ball is uncaught for the third strike, the batter becomes a batter runner. And when the ball gets lodged into the catcher's equipment and it's a pitched ball, that's always going to carry a 1 base award from the time of the pitch. So our batter runner is going to get awarded first base, and the runner on third, even though they weren't trying to advance, because they get a 1 base award, they're going to score on this play. Case play number 7. A pitched ball is uncaught by the catcher and gets stuck in on the backstop padding. Prior to the catcher getting to the backstop, the ball falls to the ground. Is this A, the ball is alive and in play since it did not require someone to dislodge it? B, the ball is dead and there is a 1 base award for runners? C, the ball is dead and there is a 2 base award for runners. The correct answer here is B. As soon as that ball gets lodged in the backstop, even if it's only briefly and doesn't need someone to pull it out, as soon as it gets lodged in there, it's a dead ball. And because it's a pitched ball getting stuck, it's going to carry a 1 base award for all runners. Case play number 8. Bases loaded and 1 out. F1 attempts a pickoff at first while engaged to the rubber. R3 steals home on the movement. R2 is standing on second while R1 dives back to first. The throw from F1 goes into the sleeve and jersey of R1 while R1 is diving back into the bag. Is this A, R3 scores, R2 awarded third, R1 awarded second? R3 scores, R2 is awarded third, R1 stays at first? C, R3 scores, R2 stays at second, R1 stays at first? D, R3 returns to third, R2 stays at second, R1 stays at first. The correct answer here is C. Because this is a thrown ball going into an offensive player's equipment, it immediately becomes a dead ball. We're going to award runners where they were trying to advance to. R3 was moving towards the plate on the pitch, so he's going to be awarded to score. R2 was not looking to move anywhere, so he's going to stay on second, and since R1 was diving back into first, we award R1 with first base. So there you have it, our review of obscure dead balls and base awards in NFHS baseball. If you found this video helpful, be sure to subscribe to our channel and check out our website at umpireclassroom.com. As always, thanks so much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you on the field.